This October, the founder and CEO of Anthropic, Dario Amodei, published a very telling paper called Machines of Loving Grace: How AI Could Transform the World for the Better. In this 15,000-word essay, Dario Amodei breaks down one of the most optimistic views on the future of AI that I have ever read from a tech founder. In today's video, I'm going to break it down, share it with you, and tell you more, as well as some of my biggest takeaways. I will also link to Dario's paper in the description of this YouTube video. By the way, hi, if we haven't met, I'm Julie McCoy. I sold my writing agency in 2021 to enter the new age of AI. And after having seen the production of more than 50 million words per month, all with AI, I now study it, write about it, and it's part of my full-time work to research, analyze, and break down AGI, a world of abundance that I believe we could have. All right, so let's talk about this paper by Dario Amodei. First of all, a little background on Dario. He was one of the original co-founders of OpenAI. He left OpenAI in 2021 to start Anthropic with his sister, Daniela Amodei. Just 3 years later, Anthropic is an $18 billion company set to be valued at $40 billion. And it's one of the main players in the frontier LLM space. Claude is used and loved by millions of people, including myself. Anthropic also developed constitutional AI curated by their employees, which takes inspiration from all kinds of sources. The UN's Universal Declaration of Human Rights, to name one. Constitutional AI is a case study of how democratic processes can influence AI and its development. Now, one of the main reasons that Dario's paper, Machines of Loving Grace, caught my eye was this one statement in that 15,000-word essay, where Dario believes that we are still in control of the AI and not the AI of itself, demonstrated where he says, "The risks are not predetermined, and our actions can greatly change their likelihood." Hear that again. The risks of AI are not predetermined, and our actions can greatly change their likelihood. In my podcast, Humanity Unchained, coming up, I'm going to be talking to experts that see the unsafe side of AI. Some of these people have worked in the military, have worked inside SpaceX, have seen autonomous weaponry, and they've seen these things at scale. And I'm not condoning how different militaries are shaping their autonomous weaponry behind closed doors. That's a whole nother topic. And that is a topic I will be exploring in my podcast because I think it's something we should be talking about. But what I'm interested in is changing this narrative, this mainstream belief that's been instilled in us by default, with movies like The Terminator that give us this picture of AI being a Skynet, evil by default. I mean, you could say that about anything. Cars, electricity, the internet. Granted, AI is a technology unlike anything we've ever seen before, but in the end, it's still machinery. It didn't drop from Mars. We had compute and computer chip breakthroughs to achieve what we now have in machine learning and AI. If the underbelly is machines, well, then I agree with Dario. We are the ones in control, not the machines of the machines. Could that change one day? Perhaps. But it is not one day yet. We are living in the future, and we can literally still build the future right now. My friend and coming up soon co-author David Shapiro has said it this way: survival is uncorrelated to intelligence. And so this idea of machine intelligence that codes itself to survive at all costs, even if that cost includes killing a human to gain control of systems, is a fallacy by default. You can turn a machine off and unplug it. They switch off when they're done. And we're not out there building survive functions into these agents. Another takeaway from Dario's paper was the inaccuracy of the term AGI, Artificial General Intelligence, and I agree with Dario here. He said it's a term that's gathered a lot of sci-fi baggage and hype, and he prefers the term powerful AI to describe what's coming. He defines powerful AI as something that is smarter than a Nobel Prize winner. And it's interesting when he defines it, it almost sounds like the definition of a content creator. Powerful AI is AI that can watch videos, make videos, and it's smarter than any human. But I would guard against that being synonymous with the mass consumption of AI content. I, for one, click off when it's a faceless AI video, when it's narrators behind a podcast, that is 100% AI generated, I want my humans in the mix, no matter how smart that AI sounds or that AI voice comes across. And that is something that I don't know will change as heavily as we might expect, because in the end, the human is the one consuming that podcast, watching that video. Another way that Dario defines powerful AI is synonymous to level 5 in both Google and OpenAI's 5 levels to AGI. This idea of organizations run by AI, Dario calls it a country of geniuses in a data center. And that's this idea after the explosion of AI agents, where we have billions of agents interacting with each other. We have swarms of these things. They're working in unison across all kinds of tasks, all kinds of verticals. Then we move into AI organizations, where AI systems can function on their own as entire organizations. And this is when work really gets automated and done well, better, faster, safer, cheaper. Interestingly, in this essay, Dario also makes the prediction of AGI, or according to him, powerful AI, by 2026. Yes, AI that surpasses Nobel Prize winners. He says we'll be here by 2026. That's insane. Kurzweil has said 2029. Sam Altman has put it around 2027. So I guess you could say in the near future. And you'd probably be pretty accurate. Dario also defines the 5 categories he is the most excited about when it comes to just how much powerful AI will change the world. 1 being biology and our physical health. 2 being neuroscience and mental health. It's interesting to read his perspective on how powerful AI can actually raise our happiness states and decrease depression. I think that could be true to an extent. We can't fully replace human-to-human interaction, fresh air, sunshine, getting outside with technology. When you look at the effects, for example, of someone being on TikTok for 4 straight hours, it's not good. It's a negative cycle, an addictive dopamine rush for our brain that is not good. Number 3, he believes powerful AI has the chance to shape economic development and reduce poverty. Number 4, bring peace and governance. And number 5, affect our work and meaning. I love what Dario says about meaning. He raises this point that it is a mistake to believe that the tasks you take on are meaningless just because AI can do them better, which comes from the scarcity mindset. Oh, my work has no value because AI can suddenly do it better than me. In the future, we are not going to derive meaning from the economic value we produce. We're going to derive meaning from the activities that bring us joy. Dario raised this idea of how he's trying to get faster at biking up a mountain, trying to get better at a video game. Those things really don't have economic meaning, or do they? But they do bring him joy. He said ultimately he believes meaning comes from human relationships and connection, not from labor. This is one of the most insightful things I have heard from a tech founder on the future of work and meaning. Some of us have been saying this since the beginning. The Industrial Revolution and even years prior kind of hard-coded this incorrect idea that our value only comes from the capital we can generate from the work we do. But that is not human value. Human value is impact with others, connection, and that real and genuine definition of meaning is something we can get back to. Dario talks about this idea of liberal democracy becoming the dominant form of government. And since we have powerful AI, we can run it better than we ever have. The ideas here of using AI to drive consensus, aggregate opinions, resolve conflicts, bring citizens together is something that's very interesting. It's this whole idea of AGI, where the politics can be run by the AI itself in an unbiased manner. I think that decentralized autonomous organizations, DAOs, putting together collective ownership, decentralizing the profits from automation, housing that within DAOs for communities, countries, cities, etc., could be how this future looks. And of course, here on YouTube, I explore that quite a bit. One thing that's important to note is that none of these tech founders seem to have the ultimate answer of how the new economy will run. That's why I talk about it a lot here on YouTube. I raise it to your awareness. I'm on Claude, ChatGPT o1 reasoning, trying to figure this out myself. What will this new future look like? It's our duty to be ahead of this for ourselves and our families, to understand what's coming so we can prepare for it. I think the decentralization of currency, yes, Bitcoin, the blockchain, crypto, all of that will play a prominent role in the new economy. But as Dario's 15,000-word essay showed, we still don't have the full answers on how this new economy will run. And we're going to have to figure out step by step, and preferably sooner rather than later. Did you check out Dario's paper? What were your thoughts? I'd love to hear from you in the comments. This is by far one of the most visionary of the frontier large language models. I'm a fan of Dario and how he runs Anthropic. It'll be exciting to see what continues to come from Anthropic and Claude. I look forward to hearing from you in the comments. Let me know your thoughts, your questions. Hit subscribe if you haven't. And as always, I'll see you down the next AI rabbit hole.